you know, doing a lot of promoting for their causes on that Facebook page. We have a sign-in sheet. If you haven't signed in, please sign in. But keep an eye on Facebook. And above all, we are so grateful for everyone that's here tonight. I just can't thank you enough on their behalf. So thank you.
When's the next town meeting, Diane?
Next town board meeting is September 8th.
Is that going to be with the puppy mill thing as well?
We're unsure yet because we don't know. In the same way the employees and the volunteers are afraid to be retaliated against and their animals, they may retaliate against this proposal. You know, as I stand here, I know I'm risking not getting a call again from the town attorneys to say, hey Diane, come in and write this legislation and help us. This might be their retaliation. It won't be the first time Kate Murray's team has retaliated against people for using their voices.
The reason I bring that up is because you were supposed to get a lot of media attention that day the last time we were here. And they totally canceled the whole puppy mill thing, knowing that everybody was here speaking on behalf of the shelter.
Exactly.
And we lost all the media attention because they didn't want to put the two together.
Right.
And
well, I think that's what's so important that everybody has to realize is she was only doing that, the puppy legislation, to gain the animal vote. That was her only. She could care less because and if we canceled it and we stopped it, because truthfully, how can she get away with doing that just for political gain when she's allowing this to go on?
But I say in defense of anyone, as a boss, sometimes you don't know when people are doing certain things. And I'm saying this in her defense. I'm saying this because I don't take up for anybody. I don't know. I'm going to meet with her personally, and I'm meeting with him.
But she's been told. I mean,
we could be told. We could be told. But what I'm saying is that I want to come down here with her, and I want to see her reaction in regards to this. Because some people think that, oh, my boss will be happy. I'm saving her money if I'm killing dogs and we don't have to feed them.
She says this is the best shelter in America.
Well, and I think it is too. I think it is too. But I don't know what's going on here.
Okay, can I
and I'm going to come here and find out myself. I don't know. I got an email from Minerva because I love animals. But I'm saying to you, I'm just with you guys. I'm taking your word for it. But I've been burnt before because I took their word for it. I do my own investigation. And I said, send me the information, what you have, and I'm going to investigate it myself. Listen, I have to be diligent. I have to be diligent.
Yes.
I got to do my own diligent research. And if I come here and I find it, guess what? They're going to have hell to pay. Because I already called Dorothy Gooseberry and told Dorothy, look into this for me, and I'm going to meet with him too. And if he's going to be the jerk that you all said he is, guess what? He's going to have me to deal with, me and my lawyers. See, because I don't, look, your paper's on fire. My thing is that, see, I always tell people,
That'll get news
look
12
at
here.
things, and I tell everybody, investigate everything you do with your third eye and your third ear. Because I don't know him. I don't know him, but I want to know really what's going on in there. And what's good is we have to have our kids in there. Have our kids in there as volunteers, because you never know what kids will do.
Can I give an opposing view? If you could just give me 1 second. I'm clearly biased. With full disclosure up front, I'm a Democrat. I'm an active Democrat. I'm working on the campaigns of people who are hoping to replace some of these officials. And I know, because I know them, and I know in my heart, and I know because they've promised, that they want change. They want change in the town, but they particularly want change here. And this is one of the main reasons I'm spending as much time as I am working with them. But I believe that nothing is going to change unless the officials change. And they're not going to do anything unless they feel that this is no longer their kingdom, that they're entitled to, that no one else, can ever get elected to anything in the town. And that's why they feel they can act with impunity and why they're so arrogant. And if anyone has ever seen Tony Santino when he runs a meeting, you know that things are only going to get worse if he's elected. So I implore all of you, I'm trying to get as much contact information from people here tonight as I can. I would like to set up a meeting with our candidates to get your ideas about how we can better publicize this, because in a campaign season, we publicize a lot of issues. It's tough for Town of Hempstead candidates because frankly it's hard to raise money for Town of Hempstead candidates because everyone says, oh, Town of Hempstead, that's Republican, you can't win. Well, we're trying to change that. But we really want your ideas, we want to work for this, and I truly believe that nothing will really change unless at least one Democrat gets elected in the Town of Hempstead so they don't feel that they can do whatever they want without consequences. So my name's Bonnie Garone. If you give me your contact information, or if you give Diane permission to give me your contact information, I would like to talk to people who have foiled information. We're actually suing the town. We'll be in court on September 2nd. Because of their refusal to comply with the FOIL, because they don't want the information out. So we actually, I did the papers. Our town clerk candidate is going to be the attorney of record. He's going to go into court and argue it. And it's because it's about time somebody said you can't do whatever you want, because there will be consequences. So anybody who wants to give us information, talk to us, give us suggestions, please, I urge you to do that, because I can assure you that there will be change if we get some new people in office here.
Bonnie, what is your contact information?
Okay, my name is Bonnie Garone, and it's Garone.
Garone.
And my Yahoo is bgarone, BGARONE @yahoo.com. That's BGARONE @yahoo.com. I'm at Democratic headquarters every day from now until Election Day. And I want to put together a meeting with as many people who want to talk to us. Give us your ideas. Help us think of ways to get this information out, because if most people knew about this, they would be appalled. I think there's very few people in the town who would say, who cares about the animals?
Well, I think the next thing, and this is just my opinion as far as the Democratic Party, they should be holding a press conference.
Okay.
In regard to that FOIL all factual information. That's another way to get it to the public.
Diane, can we have your contact information?
My contact information is Hope, HOPE, followed by the number 4, dogs, DOGS, @optonline.net.
What about cats?
And you can reach me on Facebook, Diane Madden, MADDEN.
I love all animals.
And the cats,
I happen to have
Lucille can tell you about the cats. The cats are really the forgotten species at this animal shelter. It's heartbreaking. And even what's going on within the TNR program. These animals are coming out suffering with growths on them, not removed by the vet, infected ear mites still left on the animal to be released back into the wild. They're actually releasing cats that they're taking in from certain locations and releasing them to the wrong locations. It's like taking one of us and putting you in a country where you don't understand the language and just leaving you there with no money. You wouldn't know where to turn. After surgery, no less.
Well, you're right. We've got to get the word out. I mean, first of all, animal lovers, people who have animals in their lives and who love animals.
We're trying. We're trying.
They're passionate.
No-kill shelter, that's what she said.
They're passionate.
Make it a no-kill
They would
shelter.
come forward. They would get out of their seats and vote. The reason in Nassau County today, enrolled Democrats, there are more enrolled Democrats than there are Republicans. And most people don't know that. And the reason is that most Republicans vote, and too many Democrats stay home and just don't vote. If just the people who cared about animals knew about this and came out and voted, these people would be a little bit afraid of continuing business as usual.
But I think, one of the things that I find would be helpful, and at the same time it's troubling, I think that any kind of group like this needs to get specific about what they are upset about, as we have been in the past. But for the public, if you want to get the public involved and you want to raise awareness, in my opinion, and it's just me speaking, if you go to these meetings, and I've been to many of them, and you start saying things like, no animal should die, they are politicians. They are spin doctors. They will spin that into What are you talking about? Are you really suggesting, I've seen Kate Murray say this, are you really suggesting that an aggressive animal should be put back to the public?
No, the aggressive animal should be released in her office with the door locked. I mean, if they're gonna be murdered anyway, they may as well commit the crime, right?
Right? Give them a reason to.
But I think that if you give the public